Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to be back here. We got another glam rock animatronic. Yes, the last one. You guys maybe have seen the shorts, but if you have not, now you can learn how to create ROXY, Roxanne Wolf, here in the Scribblenauts Unlimited Object Editor. That's the name of this game, man. I mean, people ask me all the time, what's the name of this game? It's Scribblenauts Unlimited, man. It's in the title, it's in the commentaries. Even if it's a shorts and there's no commentary, it's down like YouTube puts the names of the games that they're in the description. So the Space Marine source object, we did specifically want that female Space Marine to be our source just because that torso, you can see that the main middle of that body is going to be mostly what we need. You can do this sort of in roundabout ways, continuing to use the mecha like I did with the other FNaF security breach animatronics, the Glam Rocks. Sunbather, back arm piece of the female Sunbather, we used mostly for Roxy's arms. We'll do that on both sides. But there was also a dolphin fin, so there's like a bottom fin that's underneath. You cannot see it, and so we'll address this. We'll make sure to address this at least maybe the next time, because I'm gonna have to use that stamp again, I think, on the head. When we create the head, it's gonna be separate. Texan Sodal going down right now after we just had a hammerhead shark. The back tail fin, all the way black, just makes costume design, you know what I mean? We had claws go down, that's for her hands, and Golem right now, we can take the thigh piece. So this is where it gets a little bit dicey in Scribblenauts. Like, your characters, if you remove the legs of the source object, they are going to sink into the ground a little bit the further that you make those legs. I guess go beyond the green grids. Does anybody know about the green grids? You'll see them kind of go on and off. There's a button that you can use that shows the grids of like where you can place pieces for the legs and the arms. You can see me turning them on and off pretty regularly throughout this whole process. Mozzarella. So this cheese, mozzarella, I need to spell it right. There we go. So many R's, Z's, L's. Actually, just one R. That's what you gotta remember. So we have the foot. That's the mozzarella. Corythosaur, that was one of the pieces there for in between the, I guess you could say, thighs and the feet. Manticore, there's this tail piece right here, and this is gonna make toes. The reason that we can't make it a little bit more detailed than that, like I wish that we could, this is still gonna work, you know what I mean? Manticore and hair right now to be the toes and the toenails. It's not that bad, it's just we are gonna be severely limited by stamp space on both the body and the head object. I just know it. Phantom, that's the body piece of the Phantom, but no matter how much kind of like testing of different objects and things and counting out how many stamps it would take, you know, each thing is a stamp, like this grass right there in the Phantom body, pom-pom that's coming down. Each one of those being a stamp, you can see right here, stamp limit reached, delete stamps in order to make rooms for new ones. So yeah, Scribblenauts Unlimited is actually limited in stamp space, so we can't do any more. I knew that would happen, that's why we gotta create the head separately, so we'll get to that in 1 second. We are gonna go into the properties editor, where you can edit health and other things that are just sort of behind the scenes and not about your character. I like to read background information and fun facts when we get to this part of the videos. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Roxy, or Roxanne Wolf, is the glam rock animatronic with that punk rock style. Fast, persistent when chasing Gregory. She can even sniff him out, which means either she didn't get COVID or she got the booster and all that, because she didn't lose that sense of smell. Don't you love it? She's the guitar player. Man, I should have left my YouTube career in 2019 to take up the guitar. 2019 was the year that I had to make a second channel. Everyone started coming in with the "your channel is dead" talk, even though I've done legendary things and still would get views in the hundreds of thousands often. But the guitar! I guess we should just end this segment before the cheesy, nonsensical statements continue even more. But you guys should see some of the memes of Roxy. Just search Roxy FNaF memes or something like that. Some will be good if you can wade through the weird. Yeah. So, head as the source object, ladies and gentlemen. We are now gonna make Roxy's head. Bubble's gonna go down, that's gonna be the white of the eyes, but before that you can see these two comb-overs. That'll get us that hair that's on either side of the cheeks. It's sort of like when you're making like Tails the Fox and things like that are gonna have this hair on either side. The mozzarella is going down again. That's twice for the parts of the nose that we can see right here. T-Rex, I'm gonna take that bottom jaw and start out with the bottom jaw of Roxy for that. Is gonna be a little bit tough here. That's once again one of those stamps that we needed to do to try to just have one stamp space taken, but for a lot of different details, like a lot of the teeth and everything. Anyway, Scorpion, you can take this tail part, sort of like middle upper tail, and with that we can get the nose mostly started here, mostly finished I should say. Phoenix, I'm gonna take the tail end of that, there we go, the tail piece, and we'll paint that all the way black. Road Hump is gonna be coming up next. We'll put that here for eyelids up on the top of those bubbles. Here it's all kind of taking shape, so that's good. Pearl, right now we can put in for the iris, this colored part of the eyes, and we'll just go with P, paint all the way black right here. That'll be for the pupil. So this thing, I think it's called Skyla. We've used this very rarely, but but like for instance, once for Bowser, something with kind of like long flowy hair you can often do. Roxy normally has a lot more hair than this, and if we could have, we would have put like a lot more on the body object. When we were making that body, we would have done so. So the dolphin fin that I mentioned, we zoomed in once again. Maybe we can replay that, but essentially, you just need to put the stylus or your mouse if you're on keyboard, or whatever your platform is, basically put your cursor right underneath its belly and under the fin that you can see. Like keep going down, almost like you're just putting it in thin air, and it should grab the bottom fin of that dolphin, the one that's in the back. So fossil, if you take the full fossil, we are actually just grabbing a part of it, but you want the full fossil. And now with that jaw piece, we have her top teeth here. So kangaroo, let's go ahead, type that in, get the back arm, and this is going to be a stamp we can do for lipstick. So let's put that down right here. And Dory, it's not the blue fish Dory, it's this fish. And so we'll get that bottom fin, and we would like to do more, but the idea here is that, of course, because of stamp space, we're not going to be able to do more. But those little black face paint makeup streaks and stuff, that's what that's supposed to be for. We got the sea dragon take a part of its tail right now. But again, it's like we would have done more of those black streaks, for example, if stamp space would allow us. But what this can do is having that one place where we did it, that sort of combined with the black marks of that comb over that, you know, we really didn't want there or whatever, actually can be part of the face paint, you could say. And then the other ones, the other streaks, are on her other cheek, like the other side of her face. So we can't see that anyway from this perspective. This is like a quarter turn perspective that you look at characters in Scribblenauts with. On the properties, make sure under the equipment tab, you fill in that circle that says can be worn on the face like glasses. That'll mostly put the head where you want it to go, because then when you put it into the hands of the body object right there like this, it is gonna create your full character. Let's go ahead. Evil, brave boy. This is Gregory, who is probably not evil, or, well, maybe he's brave. I don't know. Roxy's gonna destroy him. Roxy, you crazy. This is actually a little bit closer of a match than I thought it was gonna be. Go for it, Roxy. You gotta take this thing out, because if this boy actually could beat you, which he doesn't, and I guess Scribblenauts, I mean, I don't know why they think that that's the voice of a boy and not man. You guys heard that? He died like a man, sounding like one. Look at all our glam rock animatronics, ladies and gentlemen. I really like the Chica and the Freddy. Those were some of my favorite ones to do, but I know many of you guys in the comments enjoyed the Monty Gator as well, and so now we have Roxanne joining them. If you like these and want them to continue, please let me know, and click an end screen on screen, and thanks for viewing.